Welcome to DAX Machina. Join us as we explore the mysteries of this world. Cryptids, monsters, macabre tales, and horror stories abound. Could they be true? Are monsters real?
Good evening, folks, and thank you for joining us for a bizarre edition of DAX Machina. You guys are not going to believe how janky this setup is. You guys could probably see from what's going on behind me that I'm not facing my normal direction. My main monitor's here. Yes, my computer is still dead. My son Nick did the most cobbled together hodgepodge thing I've ever seen in my life and managed to get everything in one monitor hooked into my laptop, plus my microphone and my camera. But it's at such a weird angle, we couldn't use the green screen because it got a shelf here. So you're going to see some clutter in the background. And it's on my laptop, so I don't have OBS running, so you won't see the animated background. But it's janky as hell, but we are on the air. How you guys doing tonight?
Good. Very good, very good.
So how's things in South Crackalacky in Florida? You guys okay?
Yeah.
We didn't get anything up here except a little bit of wind the other day, and that's it.
Yeah,
we didn't hardly get any rain.
Yeah, we didn't get that much. About an hour from me, they got nailed. I'm sure everybody's been seeing it on the news, but they got devastated down there. They're estimating it hit as a Category 5 instead of a 4 now.
Dang.
So it went through Northport, Sarasota, Naples, and just leveled everything down there, man. I mean, they think the death toll's up to 55 now.
Our thoughts and prayers are out with everybody in the path of devastation. I know that that Marty from Nona Boss and her son Matt are both okay. How about drawing a complete blank?
Who?
They're there in Florida. Been on the show.
Marie. Marie.
Yeah,
and Marie and them. I think she had some minimal damage, like tree down, from the video she sent me. But I guess they went unscathed on it. They're more north, like in Bradenton, Tampa Bay area. I mean, Tampa didn't get hit. I mean, they got some rain and wind. I mean, we hardly got any wind up here, man. We got a lot of rain, but no wind, no flooding up here. But they got, like I said, Northport, down past there by Naples and everything, they're flooded. And, I mean, people lost everything. Put it like this, Fort Myers Beach, walk where all the shops are and restaurants, it's gone. It's leveled.
Didn't you say there was footage of sharks swimming down the street in some of these places?
There were bull sharks swimming up and down the street.
That's nightmare fuel right there.
Yeah. I mean, plus all the canals overflowed and the gators and snakes and everything was just out of control down there. Yeah, it was nuts. So, yeah, I mean, they have part of I-75 shut down. You can't get past Tampa. Once you get into Tampa, you can't go any further on I-75.
Yeah.
It's done. So, I know Sanibel Island, you can't even get on the island.
I was watching a video on that.
Yeah. So, I sent you guys that video, a couple of videos, but, yeah, it was bad, man. It was bad.
John Doe said probably lots of animals, cryptid and otherwise, out and about. I would say that's very much true. That's something that we haven't really explored before, is what those storms like that would do to, say, the skunk ape population.
Right. I mean, it was.
Sorry, I'm taking my belt off. It's cutting into me. Sitting in this stupid chair, my belt's cutting me.
Hey, Brandy. Brandy's here from.
Hey, Brandy.
Blonde and Booze.
Bob Foot said new PCDA. No, you must have just tuned in. My son Nick pulled off a Hail Mary. We have got like 4 different adapters plugged into the side of my laptop,
Right.
hooking it up to my primary camera and to my microphone. Yeah, I've actually got my actual camera and microphone set up, but they're plugged into my laptop. He found a Ethernet adapter so he could plug the Ethernet cord directly into the laptop, so I didn't have to worry about being on Wi-Fi and losing signal. So this is just the jankiest setup I've ever seen, but it is working.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I know there's over 1 million people out down past Tampa right now still. I lost power for about 15 minutes. I'm going to kick back on. So I don't know. I know they got crews from all over working, from other states working on the power here. So
Yeah. One of you guys is going to have to handle the chat popping up questions and stuff. Because with this laptop using that touchpad, I couldn't even get a mouse hooked up to this.
yeah, I'll do it. I
can't do it because this trackpad, I hate it.
Yeah, I'll take care of it. I got it over here.
I suck at using it.
Yeah, because I don't think I can do it on this servo. I don't have a keyboard and a mouse.
I got it. I'm doing it now. I'm looking at the chat now and seeing.
Josh Dalton says, "DA, are you doing a McHale's Navy commo station?" Just about that.
Yeah, just
about.
Yeah,
it is the most cobbled together thing I've ever seen, but it's working.
Yeah. You hit me up and you're like, "Hey, go on Restream." I'm like, "How the hell is he going on Restream?" Yeah,
we were watching the Cardinals, and I happened to mention an adapter. I said, if I had an Ethernet adapter, I could at least have the laptop on regular internet instead of on Wi-Fi. And Nick goes, I just might have something that might work. And he went in and he grabbed a bunch of parts out of his computer drawer. He's got a drawer that he keeps extra stuff in. And he cobbled this together. Dude, I'm telling you.
Even Robbie. When I texted Robbie's like, DA show? I'm like, yeah.
What?
He's like, huh?
I said, he just talked to me a minute ago. Check on me. Yeah. He said nothing about it. What are you talking about?
I said, hold on. When I was checking on you, Nick was still working on it to see if he could pull it off. And he just goes, it's working. And I'm like, you're shitting me. Holy crap.
Yeah. I said, hold on.
I thought Anthony had been into crayons again.
I've never seen so much crap hooked up to a laptop before. It is astounding.
Oh, God. All right. Here, wait. Let's see. There it is. Got one for you.
Awesome. ADA just got your new book yesterday and haven't been able to put it down. Can't wait till you put another book out. Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm pushing 20,000 words into the new Codename Wild Hunt. This one's shaping up to be pretty interesting. It's probably going to top out bigger than the others. I bet this one comes in between 80 and 90,000 words at least.
Yeah. Well, who is that?
That
was Robbie.
And it introduces a couple of new characters.
Hold on here. Here's another one for you.
Wonder who those 2 new characters could be.
I don't know. Roxanne Hughes says, hey, D, are you wearing your new Dogman necklace you got at Fallen of the Supernatural? No, but it is right here. It's actually going to go on my go on the rearview mirror of the Rogue. So, you can see it. Got that, and I also got, if I can get it unhooked, this really wicked Dogman here. It's hanging on the ring light. It was hanging on the ring light above my computer.
Here's one. What's his name?
Glad to hear I've enjoyed all your stories. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We didn't really have a plan with this show. I mean, I didn't plan on going on, so we're just going to talk about just cryptids in general and just kind of sit here and chat a little bit. You guys hear me okay? Is the sound?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're good.
I'm normally facing my mic, but it's kind of off to my right now.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah. Yeah. Bob Foot he's excited.
We're excited for the Blood Rising book.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff in the works, so we've got a lot of irons in the fire.
Yeah,
I've been watching.
Lesson learned. Read them in order.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to. That I'll tell you. You need to.
Boss scolded me the other day.
The what?
I said the boss scolded me the other day.
Oh. Why?
He said, "That's why there's a timeline." I said, "I know it."
He said something. He's like, "Holy crap!" I'm like, "Yeah, you'd known about that if you read about the other book."
I don't feel bad. I haven't even. I read. I guess I don't know, 3 of them I listened to and read part of them, but I listened to them on the Audible more.
Mhm.
And I'm waiting for Blood Moon to come out so I can listen to it. John read them all. Everything you sent him, he read.
I need to
So
send him the rest of them.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sure
got
he
him.
like the Ragnarok books.
Yeah, you got him hooked. So he's just, please.
John Doe says there's a question on the Discord that should probably be answered before I post anything about Russian military equipment. I will try to get on the Discord tonight. I do have it on my phone, but I don't have it on my laptop. All of my good stuff is on my main computer.
What's the question about Russian military?
I don't know. I've got to get on the Discord and find it.
Oh, is it what for the book? Towards the book?
I think it's probably something about the Russian gear. Tony Harris says my friends got me a wooden Bigfoot with my name on it in Tennessee, hanging from my rear structure review, my van's rearview mirror. Yeah, I've got this one. It doesn't have my name on it.
Yeah,
it's going to go on the rear view of the road.
Yeah, I'm going to get one of those giant cutout ones.
I just got a trailer hitch put on the road.
I'm going to have that.
Hopefully, one of these days we'll have a little trailer with like the book logo on it and stuff.
I want to get one. I want to get one of those giant wooden cutouts to put in the yard.
There you go.
There's one. I pass it every day going to work.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we have one over here by the forest. And the first time I seen it, he's got it set up coming out of the woods, and he's got reflectable eyes. It was like at dusk, and I'm driving, and I look over. It scared the living shit out of me. I thought I was like, oh my God. And I had to back up, and I'm looking. I'm like, oh, it's a wooden cutout. I mean, it looked so real when you're passing it doing, 50. So, yeah, he had one cut out. I guess you could do it yourself. You just need a piece of plywood. They got
just
go online.
A good shape put on it, drawn on it.
Yeah. Well, there's a thing online.
I don't know if wood's so expensive anymore. A sheet of plywood's like a major investment.
What is it, like $89 a sheet now? $60 a sheet?
If you get the good kind of plywood, it's almost $90-something a sheet now.
Bro, I remember when I was remodeling homes, and you're talking about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I was paying for regular plywood, it was $21 a sheet. Okay? It's got to be at least $70 now. And 2x4s, a standard size 2x4 was what? $8, $9?
Yeah,
a little bit less.
About 7 or 8, somewhere around.
Right. Now it's like what? $15? It's like nuts. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. For you to build a house or do anything, man, you got to take a second mortgage out. It's crazy.
Yeah, buddy of mine put a picture on one of our little chat groups and said that he wanted to trade for a brand new Dodge pickup truck or whatever it was. He said that he put a sheet of plywood on there. He goes, no low balling. I know what I got.
Yeah, it's a lot of money now, man. I watched the special on that stuff, and it has nothing to do with the logging industry.
Nope.
It has to do with with all the big outlet stores raising their prices. I watched the whole thing on it. So the loggers ain't making more money.
I got something that quite possibly could be crypto related that happened to me.
No, well, go ahead.
You guys want to hear about it?
Of course. Well,
you guys know the weekend before we went down to Lexington, Missouri for Fall and just for Nashville.
Right.
Yep. Well, on Friday night, we did what we called the Bigfoot bonfire. We went way back in the woods, out away from the edge of we were probably a couple hundred yards from away from the ranch, down set in this little area. We were surrounded on 3 sides by woods. We had a big fire going. And Annette and me and Noah and my adopted son Connor, the 4 of us were the first ones down there. And while we were setting up around the fire, getting our chairs straightened, I kept hearing something walking around us in the woods. And I had that big 3500 lumen flashlight of mine. I'm like lighting shit up. I couldn't see anything, couldn't find anything. But we're not where we were at wasn't far from the Missouri River. So a few people start showing up, and everybody just stops. Like, did you hear that? And everybody that's down there started hearing something walking around us in the woods. So again, we're looking around with flashlights. We can't see it. We can't see anything. So everybody gets settled in, gets set around the fire, and I get up and I'm start talking talking about Bigfoot and different things, and we're basically like a live version of what we do here. We just started talking about subjects, and everybody in the audience was asking questions, and we're having a pretty good time. And then something comes flying out of the woods and almost hit a net.
Oh, wonderful!
Something got thrown at us from the woods.
Huh.
Oh, kidding.
That's crazy.
That's insane. And it's like, what the hell that almost hit me. I don't know if it was a walnut or what, but it was pretty solid. We never did find what was thrown, but I heard it hit.
That's nuts.
Going through the branches. Well, it gets even better. So we're down there at the bonfire till 11:30, somewhere pretty late. And Annette's pretty tired. She wants to go back to the hotel. So load the boys up, load up all our gear. We throw it in the Rogue, and we're heading down. This ranch is back on a gravel road a ways. It is a good distance from pavement.
Right.
So we're leaving the ranch. We get about a mile up the road from the ranch. We're still on gravel, and I see something at the edge of my headlights, and the Rogue's got really bright headlights. I've got the brights on, and I see something crossing the road ahead of us at the edge of the headlights. It was probably a good 50 yards ahead of us, and it looks like a deer to me. But the closer we get, the less it looks like a deer. It doesn't have a tail. It's not walking like a deer. It's kind of like a grayish fawn like a deer.
Right.
But there's a reason for the expression "deer in the headlights." When you light up a deer, they freeze in the light. This thing made eye contact with the car and stared us down as it walked across the road and disappeared into a cornfield. We don't know what the hell it was.
That's crazy.
It didn't move like a deer. I thought, and that's like maybe it was a mountain lion, but it didn't have a tail. It's the hindquarters would have been higher than the front end of my car, so it was big, but it didn't move like a deer. It stared at us the entire time, and the eye shine was huge.
Huh. That's
maybe dog man.
Could have been. Didn't you go on that didn't you go out with the girls that night, or you didn't go with them? Anything happened when you went? We didn't end up going to the ghost hunt. That was on Saturday night. Right.
By the time we were done at the actual event itself before the ghost hunt, we were all wiped out. And it's like, let's just go home. I want to go to sleep. So we didn't end up going to the ghost hunt. But we've got an open invitation to come back anytime we want, and they'll set up a ghost hunt. So we are going to go back.
Yeah, because I thought I didn't know you guys didn't go. Because I mean, when I went on her show to fill in for you, that's when that storm was rolling. The hurricane was rolling through, and I lost power. Then it booted me right off. I mean, the power whoop straight out. I was like, you got to be joking me. And I even said it. I said, you know what? I even said it to myself. I might lose power here because the lights kept flickering. I'm like, oh, great. So.
George Jennings says, "Oh, a not deer again." I don't know what it was. When I first saw it, I thought it was a deer because of how tall it was.
Yeah.
But the closer we got to it, the less like it didn't look like a deer. It didn't move like a deer. I was thinking, big cat or big dog, because way it walked, but it didn't have a tail, so that rules out mountain lion. And whatever it was definitely a predator because it stared right at us as it walked across the road down into a corner.
Right. Well, I mean, there is a lot of sightings up there where you guys had the show. Yeah. I know that's like the hot spot up there too, right? Where you guys had it. Yeah,
that's a pretty hot area. And then couple that with whatever was throwing crap at us during the Bigfoot thing.
Yeah, and did you guys go out for that Bigfoot hunt thing?
Yeah, we were out there. That was basically my baby. So I was the speaker for the Bigfoot.
Werewolf fast if it walked like an Egyptian.
No, it did not walk like it was on all fours. So it wasn't none of this.
Werewolf, yeah. The girls went with you on that? The blonde and blues?
A couple of them were out there, not everybody.
Okay.
Erin wasn't out there. She'd done the earlier meet and greet earlier, and she was tired. She left. Sorry.
Nighthawk is on. Hey, what's up, brother?
William.
Hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, there was probably 15, 20 people down there for the Bigfoot event. It was pretty cool.
I know that's a big hotspot. I know you had a couple. We had a couple. Didn't we have a couple stories that came out of there that Robbie read?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, out of that area.
So hour and a half stories that Robbie had to read. Yeah, I mean those long.
Yeah, those long stories. So check this out. David By, who's in the chat quite a bit. I don't know if he's in here tonight. He sent me this in my email, and this was the same night, or no, this was the next night. He said on September 27, 2022, at about 17:30 Eastern Daylight Time, I was driving eastbound on I-70 in Ohio, approximately 5 miles west of the town of South Vienna. I saw a creature in a soybean field. The field was at least 2 weeks from being ready to harvest and still had some green to it. It was located towards the northwest corner of the field on the south side of the interstate, near a stream and trees. I only saw it for a few seconds before a hedgerow blocked it from view. The creature appeared to be on all four legs and was approximately 3 feet tall at the shoulder. Its coat was cinnamon red and shaggy like a wolf or a bear, with ears and back of the skull like a wolf. The nose and eyes were below the top of the plants, like it was looking down. I didn't see a tail, but it may have been down, and the beams stood above the belly to where you could not see the legs or belly. I can't say for sure what it was, but I've never seen anything like it in a lifetime of hunting and fishing and driving all over the country.
Nice. Jeez.
Wow.
When are you going back out, Robbie? When are you guys heading back out?
Well, we were going to go Friday to a spot Norman had in Greer, and I don't know if they ever got back in touch with him or if we were just kind of putting it off because of the weather. So,
yeah, I bet you there'll be a lot of stuff started up out there.
Yeah, that was going to be a different spot though than where we've been going. I want to get back up to that spot and see if we can pull some other stuff out of there.
Hold on, excuse me, sir, making all that noise. Listen.
Sorry, I was getting something out of plastic.
Right.
Speaking of Norman, Norman had some stuff made. I don't know if I showed this before.
Yep.
And I just got these today. These are the emblem of the Lady CU, the Duncan
nice
ship.
Yeah, he's sending me some patches. He said he's mailing them out.
Got about 20 of these. Like I don't know, maybe 50 of these.
I know you guys got them. I know. Norm's sending me mine. Don't worry about it. He's sending me mine.
Sent me a flag with the Man's Marauders logo on it.
Is he really?
It's right here. I mean, I couldn't unfold it because of the sheer size of it.
I need to ask him how much it would be to get a Team Wild Hunt one made so I can fly it out front.
I don't know where he had that one made.
I got to ask him tomorrow. Norm went to bed. He wasn't feeling good. His back was bothering him in his lower leg, his hip. If everybody doesn't know, he's a EMT paramedic, so he lifting people in and out of the bus. Actually, it'll kill you half the time. So he was going to jump on.
Bad backs before they get too old.
Oh yeah, he was going to jump on, but I spoke to him earlier too.
Darkwood says, if any of you guys had experience hearing metallic or warping metal sounds while we're out on an investigation, I haven't personally, but I've heard about other investigators that have.
No, I haven't. No,
I haven't either.
No.
They were talking down in the green swamp. They were hearing it.
Yeah, I mean, there are accounts of it. I know that, and I don't know what it is.
I couldn't tell you what it is, but I know what it ain't. It ain't normal.
No, I think Marie and her crew heard something like that too out in the Green Swamp area when she went. She was talking about it on her channel. I have no idea, unless they're walking around with metal pipes banging stuff. I don't know. Who knows with these things? But
William asked where Doc was. I'm going to shoot him a text.
Doc's been working like a mad dog. So He's got his own business up, and he's got his business up and running. People. He travels all over the United States, giving classes, and he does work for another company, which we're not going to name on here because they don't sponsor us. They should.
Okay.
They don't.
Not a sponsor.
But he works for another company that's in firearms, and he does a lot of work with them.
A significant company.
Yeah.
Very
Let's put it like
Significant
that. A
company.
very
significant.
Yeah.
Significant.
That's all we'll say. So yeah, he's a busy man.
Again,
Plus,
not
he's got
sponsored.
Huh?
I said again, not a sponsor.
No, they should be. If anybody's listening that works for SIG, that'd be awesome. Thanks.
All they need to do is put their signature on it.
Yeah,
That's right. That's all they need to do.
Lene. Okay, here she is. Hey, Miss Lene, how are you? I
Hi,
know
Lene.
you missed us.
How you doing?
I know. She missed us. She's like, oh, you guys all see you all tonight online.
Lene, it is by just sheer madcap genius on the part of my son that we're able to do it. You can see this
up and
problem.
running.
But
Yeah,
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a picture of this janky setup.
and send
See
it to yeah.
I'll send it to. Can you post the pictures, Anthony?
I think so. If you post it in here, I could post them. If you put it in the file, in the graphics,
Yeah.
all the I can post it. I have control of that. You don't have control of that, Robbie?
I do, but I don't have like a keyboard and a mouse on the Surface Pro. So
Oh, okay.
if I had an actual nice computer setup, I could do that kind of stuff. But it's all touchscreen stuff, and
Okay, let me see if I can upload that. I will try. Again, this is like super janky.
Yeah, he's okay. Tombstone. Here he is, saying hello to everyone.
Hey, Tombstone, what's up, brother?
Tombstone.
What's up?
Keep your fingers crossed. No
Yeah.
promises.
And what else? Who else is on here that I didn't say hello to? Well, Fred. I know Fred's on. Hey, Fred, brother. He was on. He was getting some relaxed time watching us. Who else?
Hey, Fred, how
Patty.
you doing, bud?
Hey, Pat. Pat's on. Lene, George,
What's
Werewolf, William. We always know you, so William's he's part of the crew. So is Fred. AJ,
Definitely.
Brandy's on. Like I said before, she's still on. I believe. Yeah. Well, we got 53 people. Not bad. Patrick is on for just jumping on out of nowhere, which isn't bad. Thank you, everyone, for joining, man. That really, thank you.
Yes, thank you guys for joining.
Tony's on.
Appreciate it.
It was just kind of thrown together.
And
Very,
then
very
I
much
was
so.
shocked it even worked.
I got to send John. John wants to jump on. I got to send John an invite. Get him on here. Hold on. Let me see if I can do it. I don't think I can do it.
You should be able to. You
I'm
guys ready
trying
for
to
this?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm trying
Look at all
to
that
see
crap
if I
plugged
can.
into a laptop.
Jeez.
We are pushing this laptop just as hard as it can possibly go. I have never had
Yeah.
so much crap hooked up to this laptop before.
Let's see. And where do I go? Invite guest? It says.
Yeah.
Now, what do I hit? It's got studio stuff on the bottom. What do I do?
Well, down at the bottom, invite guest. Just click on the two little squares. That'll copy it to the clipboard, and
Right.
you can just send it over to him.
Okay. Click on that. All right.
And then
And
just control V to paste. Control V, paste it in chat, send it to John.
let me send it to his email. Let's see if I can do it that way.
That should get the trick done.
I think so. he could jump on that way because I don't have anything set up on here as far as whatchamacallit, Facebook or anything. All right, I just sent it to him.
Patrick Noble says they found a trackway in LBL in 17. That is awesome. Do you have any pictures of the tracks? We'd love to see them. Yeah, I couldn't even hook up the my trackball mouse. All the USB ports are took up. I literally can't hook anything else up, so I've got to use the little slide pad on that comes on standard on the mouse on the track pad on the laptop, and I hate that thing. I really do. Hey, Blue Cruise, what's up, man?
But hey, improvise, adapt, and overcome, right, Anthony?
Yes, that's it. That's the motto of the Coast Guard. No, I don't know.
That's improvise.
I'm messing with you. I'm trying to call John right now.
I didn't think that was the Puddle Pirates.
No, it's
motto.
not.
Well, it says DA looks small. Well, it's because we had to move everything around. Ordinarily, I have the camera zoomed in more, but since OBS is not installed on my laptop, I don't have as fine a control over the camera. I could try, but that's about as good as it gets.
Yep. Let's see. Yeah, I've been watching
I think about all I can do is mirror it.
What? What are you trying to put
my
up?
Camera. I was trying to zoom my camera in a little bit, but it's fine the way it is.
I get dark woods confused with dark water. I mean
okay.
I watched a couple of his podcasts about the Dogman today.
Mm-hmm.
He puts out a lot of shows, man. I'll give him
credit. He's
on
constantly putting out material.
I mean, good night. I mean, he's got like 3 or 4 shows a day. He's zooping out, but he pre-records them, right, DA?
I think he does. When I did the interview with him, he recorded it and said it would be up at a later date.
Yeah, because I was watching a couple of them. I was like, man, he's putting out some shows left and right. I just watched one, 3 hours ago, and there's another one up. I'm like, whoa. So yeah, he puts out some good stories, man. He's got some. Yeah,
he does, and more power to the guy. I wish we had the ability to put out that much content, but the problem is I would never get any work done. No, I'd never get any writing done.
I guess Miss Lene, question she has for you.
Shoot, what is it?
Right, I got it up on the screen.
There we go. I got a shiny box of paper clips. Well, it's just about paper clips and duct tape. Just about. It's pretty close to that. Maybe not quite that bad, but pretty close.
Yeah, Darkwood says, yeah, don't mix me up with Dark Waters. I don't mean to, man. I'm sorry. It's my dyslexia. It kicks in once in a while, and I got, shake my head, get it back into, yeah.
It's all the crayons.
That's it. The chemicals. See me? I get to twitch once in a while. I got. What else? I'm looking for questions in here. If anybody's got any questions, please hit us. Just tuned in. Okay, tonight live stream. Okay, Blue just said that he just tuned in. Hey man, what's up?
We've got some video that we took out at the old Union Campground Cemetery when we went out there.
Yeah, what happened with that?
Noah's just now got his editing software to work, so
yeah.
we're gonna try to get the video footage edited together. I've got a bunch of pictures, but I didn't want to put them up and post them until we had the videos ready to go live. So hopefully we'll have those for us here in the very near future. Yeah, we're nowhere near our normal numbers, but then again, we went on an hour and a half late too.
Well,
Werewolf 5674 says throw Anthony some crayons. Hey,
yeah.
Stephen. Hey, Stephen Bishop. Hi, Meg.
Just throw me. Where'd that go? I lost it. There it is. Oh. Yeah, he says everybody gets him mixed up with Dark Waters. I'm sorry, man. I don't mean to, really. He says, hey, Robbie. Yeah, here's one for you from William.
I'm watching.
He's watching his game.
I'm watching. I had to bring Bucky out here with me, and I'm trying to make sure he doesn't like knock anything over.
Oh.
So
Have you been watching the Georgia Mizzou game?
Yeah, well, just the updates.
He's got the Crimson hat on. And I called him because I'm watching the end of the Crimson game.
I'm telling you, I'm not watching the. Oh, sorry. I'm telling you, I'm not watching.
Yeah, he's like this. Shit.
Hey, sometimes you got to prioritize. I got it quiet. I'm here for the team.
Yeah, you sound like you were
just like
Anthony called.
Just like Anthony cuts my camera off to take care of the stuff he has to. I cut the sound down. And
I'm in
a good mood because we're winning 30-13 with a minute and 18 to go. So
yeah, I can see how that puts you in a good mood.
I'm proud of myself because I haven't screamed and yelled when they got an end zone here a minute ago. I kept it in check.
So, I don't know where John. I sent John through his email. I told him I can't send it through Messenger, so I don't know where he is. He's probably trying to figure it out. I don't know.
So, what do you guys think about the Florida hurricane? What do you think that would do to the skunk ape? We just kind of mentioned it. We didn't really talk about it. It's pushing gators and snakes into the city.
I mean, you got to think how intelligent things like that are. Is it going to push them into the city, or is it going to push them further back away from where those surges, the water surges and all that stuff are? Is it going to push them further?
Right.
Because that seems to be that because it comes inland, obviously. So
yeah, if it pushed them out of that area, I bet you the Ocala National Forest right now is a hot spot.
Yeah. But even like Naples is a hot spot because you got Collier County right there, and that's where Big Cypress is. There's a lot of sightings in that area, especially in Naples. I guarantee you there's going to be a real bunch of sightings going on in the next couple of weeks.
I guarantee. Ryan William Roll says, DA, we have to do the live stream after Friday school when I get home, when we can do the live video chat of me, Fred, and you guys. We're going to have to postpone that till I've actually got the computer working.
Yeah.
This janky stuff with the laptop, I can't even program a proper show. I just had to throw this one together and, hope it worked. This is not something I want to try to have people on because I'm having to rely on Anthony to do the captions, and this laptop is about as jank as it gets. It's an old laptop to begin with, so it's doing all it can to just live stream.
Yeah, you'll be up and running. You'll be up and running in about a week or so again with
and
everything.
That's what you refer to as the crap top, right?
Yeah, it's the crap top.
Yeah, this is without the crap.
Just so everybody knows how much he really loves the laptop he's on.
Yeah, I call it the crap top all the time. Richard Cox says a DEA agent claims that serious thunder and lightning scares the shite out of the skunk ape. I can see how it would. I mean, my dog's scared crapless of thunderstorms.
Oh,
right. I mean, I know probably down here, like you said, the Ocala Forest, National Forest, they're probably, I mean, it's probably pushing everything like it does when you have wildlife, deer, boar, bears, even with, forest fires, everything gets pushed away, even when they have a hurricane. It's probably going to be jumping out here. I guarantee.
I bet if you went out in your backyard and had one of those little fire pits, Anthony, I bet you within an hour you'd hear some weird shit going on.
I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised, man. Really, I would not be surprised. Isn't this Fred's brother? This is Fred's brother, right?
His cousin.
Oh, his cousin.
Yeah.
They live in Florida. Yeah, I remember Fred telling us was adopted. Okay, my mom's friend. Okay. Yeah, it. They got hit pretty hard down in Naples area, like I said.
We got a super chat.
I just about
Oh, hey.
got that on there.
Thank you from William Bedard. It says for the crap top funds.
Yeah,
Well, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
yeah. Yeah,
Much appreciated.
Everything will be jumping up around here. I guarantee you that. I
I-
bet you by Robbie too.
I really wish it. Oh yeah, yeah. We've pushed them definitely away from the coast.
Yeah.
You may have a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
more activity out there, especially in that area you guys already been researching. It might not be a bad time to go out there or do a night expedition.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
If he went out to his area, I bet you everything's going to be jumping.
Guys,
Every
right there in
night.
Lexington, we didn't go out in the woods. We just set up a fire, and it wasn't long before we got attention, and nothing ever came into the light where we could see it.
Right.
And like I said, something got thrown at my wife, and you take something with hands to throw something, and
Yeah.
it probably wouldn't have been a good place to be trying to prank people like that, because I wasn't the only one that was armed.
No, I'm sure of it. I mean, well, who was around? You, Annette. Who else was out around by you guys?
David By was sitting just the next chair down from where I'd been sitting, and he had his pistol in his holster on a chest for it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that'd be stupid to throw something at you and pull a prank.
I was carrying the big Glock, and Noah had my little one.
Yeah, I don't blame you, especially out there. I mean, there's
So
a
there
lot.
were several of us that were armed. So that would have been a stupid thing to be messing with people that could fire. And this is Missouri. I mean, it's a constitutional carry state, so you can pretty much safe to assume that most people you meet are probably got a weapon on them one
Now,
time.
you guys open carry or concealed carry Constitution?
Both. Well, you can open carry in Missouri, but if you're above 21 and you don't have any felonies, you can conceal carry without a permit in the state of Missouri.
I think
And
North
they're
Carolina's like that.
There's like 22, 23 states that are that way.
Yeah.
Most of them
guys
around
are, right?
us. Most of
Robbie?
them around us are.
Yeah, we just went to open carry. I've seen quite a few people open
Yeah.
carrying.
Because I know North Carolina's open carry, right? Because when I was up there last time, they were.
I don't know. I don't know if North Carolina. Now you could open carry in a car. I mean, it was like plain view in the car where you had to have it.
Okay.
But I don't know if North Carolina's kind of sketchy with stuff like that. I don't want to use the political word that
I know
we're all
Florida.
thinking about. But,
Yeah, Florida, they're trying to get, I guess the governor's trying to get it passed to where it's constitutional carry too. I mean, we got just about as much people with guns here than they do in Texas. I mean, that's how Florida's number 2 on the list. We have more gun owners here in Florida than anything. It's crazy.
Meg said that North Carolina is open carry. Yeah, it's hard enough keeping up with laws, and you can speak to this.
Yeah.
It's hard enough to keep up with laws in your own state,
Yeah.
in city and county, much less.
Yeah, I
You
know.
gotta go
states.
at least twice a year to a legal update class. Oh, what they change this time?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep,
When I was
gotta
up
do my
there,
TV update Monday when I go back in.
yeah, when I was up there at the cabin, I was carrying mine concealed, and we went into a restaurant. It was me, my dad, and girlfriend at the time. And I had 2 deputies walk up to me and they go, "Man, are you carrying concealed?" I'm like, "Yes, sir. I'm in Florida." And I show him, he goes, "Man, you can carry it open." I'm like, "Huh?" He goes, "Yeah,
I
just
would
pick it
rather
out."
conceal it. Even when I was a cop off duty, I always concealed.
Right.
But as
I
a
do.
cop, you keep your holster, your badge clipped to your belt next to your holster. That's what they always told us to do. That way, if somebody does see it, they also see the badge.
Right.
But the reason I always concealed off duty is if you're in a place and somebody came in to rob the place or to shoot it up, the first person they're going to shoot's the one that's open carry.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. When
So
I was in
always
Walmart,
conceal carry.
we were in Walmart down there in Marion, in North Carolina, and I must have seen 20, 30 people walking around with open carry in Walmart. And I was like, I was like, whoa. You know, I'm not used to that being in Florida. Everybody carries concealed. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, I get. Did you get that question from Fred's cousin?
Yeah, we'll get a date worked out as soon as I get the computer back up and fully running. Because
Yeah.
even when we get the parts ordered, sometimes you put a computer together and you got to troubleshoot the hell out of it for a bit. So I can't say 100% it'll be working this coming week, but hopefully we will have the bugs all shot out of it by next
Yeah.
Saturday.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Otherwise, we'll be doing the janky thing again. Um, Darkwood says up here in northern Wisconsin, it's open and conceal. There's
Yeah.
a lot of, there's like 23 or 20, somewhere, I don't remember the exact number, but there's 23 or 24, something like that, states that allow constitutional carry. Richard Cox says, "Hey man, I'm a former Leo and concealed carry all the way. I'm right there with you, brother. I may not
Same
carry
here.
the badge, may not wear the badge anymore, but I don't check my mail without a gun on anymore. This town's kind of going crazy." Meg Mills says federal has passed that all states can apply for carry. That's good. So, off the subject of concealed carry, we could us good old boys with our firearms, we could probably talk that the whole night away. But that was never really the intent of the show. We don't want to kick people off that like that's encrypted. I can't pronounce that. GZDR4EV says, is Dogman extraterrestrial? I don't think so. The condition known as cynocephaly dates back centuries. I mean, Marco Polo and Christopher Columbus both wrote of encountering in their journals, wrote of encountering dog-headed creatures. So I think these things have been around for a long time. I don't think we need to involve extraterrestrials. It's hard to explain a mystery with another mystery.
And I think so many times that's what, and like the misinformation thing we talked about, I think a lot of times that's why stuff like that gets thrown. And I'm not saying that comment was that, but I think that is just such a common thing to that circular reasoning type thing.
Yeah, anytime you can't explain it, it's got to be aliens.
Yeah, answering a question with a question, or throwing something that something that can't be explained with something else that can't be explained. I think that's a tactic that is used to
200 years ago, anything they couldn't explain was witchcraft.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the weird thing. Oh yeah, Arizona. Yeah. I'd like to get out and start looking right after October when it starts cooling off out here.
When the bugs ain't so bad.
Oh yeah.
Sue Ashwell says hi. Hi, Sue.
Hey, Sue. And we'll have the equipment by then, so I'll have the camera and like I said, I want to give you one. I was going to send you one.
4K cameras. Oh, cool! Awesome! Hell yeah!
Yeah, I was going to say the same one that Robbie's daughter has. That's the one I'm going to pick up for us.
Is it like a DSLR camera, Robbie?
I can't remember. I got it for her birthday last year because she wanted to start doing her Twitch and all that kind of stuff. So it's set up.
Those DSLR cameras are perfect for that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's got the mic and the stabilizer with it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and it comes in a package for I think it was $120.
Yeah, something like that. It wasn't, and it was pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I mean it's got HD. It's HD or 4K. I'm gonna get the 4K for us. It's better.
Nice.
And get the 4K. It comes with the mic cover on it, so you don't pick up wind and stuff. It's got the wide lens cover on it, stabilizer, remote control, 2 batteries, a bunch of other stuff, and I think that'll work. Flip open screen, and use that when I go out and get a nice digital recorder and leave it out there. I can pick up some sounds and stuff too, maybe overnight. Because we all know the game camera ain't gonna work. very rare you're going to get something on a game cam. So,
Lene Perkins says, question, any word on the release of Curse of the Wendigo? Right now, it's still in ACX's hands. They are not getting in any hurry on anything. So as soon as I have something on when it's going to be done, I will definitely post that.
is that the same with Blood Moon?
Yes, same. Not Blood Moon. She's talking audio. It'll be the new Codename Wild Hunt. Not the new one, but it's be book 2 of Codename Wild Hunt. We're working on more, believe me.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't send him the code. I'm sending it to his email, but he says he's going on and looking at himself. I don't know why it's not working.
I have no idea. I'd try to send it to him, but let me see if I can do it.
See if you can send it to his messenger.
All right, give me just a second.
All right, but yeah, the camera is really nice. I think it'll work out for both of us. Then we could piece something together and put it on the show.
The only issue that we ran into using Taylor's is it's kind of, and then there may be a setting that you can get through with this is
right.
cycling through everything or doing it. It's kind of loud out there, and so if you're using it out in the field, it can be kind of loud, like starting to record, and stopping the recording. But there may be a setting that you can go in there and silence all that stuff.
What do you mean? Like the background noise is loud? Okay, the background noise is loud, you mean, Rami?
Yeah, like say you're getting ready to hit record, the little sound it makes.
Oh,
to start, it's really loud. It's not so if you're out there trying to record and be stealthy, it's kind of hard to start and stop it without. That's what I'm saying. There may be a setting that you can go in and cut that stuff off.
All right. Yeah. Well, I know they got the it's the same style as that Canon in high def, and the Canon alone is like, geez.
Yeah, a couple of those videos that we showed on there that were taken with that camera, DA. I can't remember. I know the one where she was inside the cave. She took that one with her phone, but a few of them from the outside of the cave was taken with that. It was pretty good quality.
Yeah, whenever I out to film at some of these places, what I'm planning on doing is William Nighthawk is making me a new hat band for Old Faithful here. And what I want to do is I want to have the camera I'm filming with facing forward, and I want to clip a not trail cam, a GoPro to the back of the hat. We keep losing Anthony. It gets real quiet all of a sudden. John Doe says omnidirectional cameras were probably useful. Yeah, unfortunately, they're a little pricey as well.
Very pricey. But
Darkwood says, did anyone see Jessica Jones' show on Organism 46B? I haven't been keeping up with a lot of the shows because I've only been able to watch them on my cell phone.
I have not. I wanted to.
I haven't seen that. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it.
I don't even know, what is that about. What is Organism?
Organism 46B was there's a story that said in Antarctica the Russians dug through the ice, down to a lake that's beneath the ice, and encountered this octopus-like creature that allegedly attacked and killed a couple of them.
Okay, yeah, I seen that one.
Pat Murphy says, thanks for the surprise show tonight, guys. It's 11:30 here, time to sleep. Pat, thank you for being here. Hope you have a great night.
Yeah, I've seen that.
William just brought up a pretty good point about using body cams. I could see, because we're in the process of switching over to the newer Axon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If there's nothing that if we're not going to do anything with a few of the old ones, I could get some of those donated.
That's not bad.
If you can get one, I would love to. If you can get a few of them, I'd love to have one.
Is that on an SD card, Robbie? You put an SD on it, or is it have to be hardwired?
You can set these up on a server. You turn them on, record, and you go download them. They're totally internal.
They've got onboard memory storage. That's like the ones we had when I was right before I got.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Back
use the
when
Axon at our
you just
department.
pick them in, you plug them in, and they just download it to the computer.
Yep.
Gotcha. Yeah, we didn't have them at the courthouse. No use for body cams at the courthouse. So, yeah, that's not a bad idea. Or like a GoPro, like he was saying on his hat. I know a lot of researchers are using the GoPros and they're putting two, one in the front, one in behind them.
And they're getting really interesting footage behind them.
Yeah. And one of them is what the heck is his name? Scott Carpenter gets a lot of good evidence of them peeking out behind trees and bushes. And so was what's his name? Mark from Mark and Carrie were getting good footage from when they were using that behind them. Also, I know Mark Zasky was. I was just watching a video on his stuff that he just released. He had Carrie in the film too. He hasn't released it. I watched it the other day. Carrie was in it when he went down to Florida. And he caught some really, really good images of them blinking. You could see them blinking right through the bush. So, and
Darkwood heard something about a 360 camera. Yeah, I have looked at those, but they are pricey. They are not.
They're expensive.
They're a very expensive toy to have. Unfortunately, we are not in that budget range at this point.
Right.
As you can tell by the picture of my janky ass laptop getting.
I'm about to say, if we were in that budget range, we would.
We wouldn't be having the problem with the computer that I'm having.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean that's life, man, and we're all running into it. So that is life. But I'm glad you didn't get hit, Robbie. I mean, I kept calling Robert. I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. We're not getting anything." So
yeah,
I was glad you didn't get hit hard.
And they kept saying that we were going to, and I was like, and we had our big rivalry football game with Pickens versus Easley, which is like been a rivalry all the way back to when my uncle went to school there at Pickens, and they were so scared about the weather they moved that game to Thursday night, and nothing happened last night. So it was just everybody was scared that stuff was going to happen, but nothing ever happened. So
I think John made it.
There's Uncle John.
Let me see. There he is.
He's in there. There's Uncle John.
Hey, Unc. Wait, can't hear you. You got to mess with it again. Anyway, I don't know. You guys didn't get hit that bad. I know the coast got hit.
There was a lot of places on the coast that got hammered. Not as bad as y'all's coast did, but
oh God, it's devastating. It's just crazy. My heart goes out to those people. Really, you lose everything.
It reminded me a lot of the way Hugo looked when Hugo did South Carolina.
Well, I saw a video today of Naples. There was like parts of houses floating down the street. Yeah. Naples got hit hard.
How would you like to have a shrimp boat come through your neighborhood and rip everything out? And that's what they had down there. They found a shrimp boat 5 miles away in a neighborhood, ripped out mobile homes, houses off the foundations. It was like, whoa. So, it was crazy.
I was watching a couple of videos with like the high pier style dock or back decks on people's houses.
Right.
The waves just coming in and like taking the piers out. And I'm like big, thick piers, just snapping them like matchsticks.
Well, put it like this. The weather was so bad. Miami is about 5 hours away from me. Miami had that rogue wave come in. I don't know if you guys seen it. There was a rogue wave come in on the walk where everybody walks along this walkway by the beach and ride their bikes, and it swept 20 people out into the ocean.
Dang!
It came
Were they able to rescue
them? Huh?
Were they able to rescue them?
Oh yeah. I mean, it was out of nowhere. I got to send you the video because somebody was taping, and this wave comes out of nowhere. It was from all the water rushing back into the coast after being sucked out. And it out of nowhere, it just came in and just swiped these people. And there were people flying over railings. I mean, there's a railing along the walkway to the ocean where the jetties are. They went right over the railing. Some were stuck in the railing. I mean, it was nuts.
Pandora BVV says, does anyone know how Sebring and Highlands County came out of it?
Sebring and Highlands County. Sebring is a little bit closer to me. I don't think they got it that bad.
Well, Orlando got kind of hit.
Well, they got water damage. They got a lot of water damage because it was sucking. Like I said, it dumped so much water. It was nuts how much it dumped on the coast, even when it was going across the coast.
Richard Cox says a special prayer for folks on the East Coast. God bless. I'm right there with you, man. Everybody keep everybody that was a victim of these storms in your prayers. Yeah,
I mean, it was nuts. And like I said, there's probably going to be, like, it's not just cryptids that's going to be running around. There's going to be, like I said, gators. I mean, when you walk out in your front yard and you're looking down the street and it's full of water and there's bull sharks swimming around. Yeah,
that's a bad day. That's nightmare fuel right there.
Yeah, and there's people walking in that water, even firemen, police officers, regular people helping with the rescue. I mean, that's all you need. You got to contend with sharks, not just gators. Now you got to contend with sharks, poisonous snakes. Florida's got everything. Believe me, everything. So, she's seen it, Dora.
Brother, I tell you, if Missouri had the python problem you guys had, there'd be dudes in Missouri walking around with python skin tuxedos on, guaranteed.
Yeah, but it's so, like, down south, man, we don't have that problem up here because it gets too cold up here. Mm-hmm. Like the iguanas down south, the pythons down south.
Apparently, you didn't see that experiment they did up here in the lower part of South Carolina then, Anthony.
What happened?
They did an experiment to see if those pythons could make it all the way up here. So they had a big pit in one of the, I can't remember some plant that was shut down and had a big pit. So they put a few of them out there and fed them just to see if they could make it, and they made it through the winter.
Well, I can't say they're not up here. They are some in Mayaca.
They're very adaptive.
Right. I haven't seen or heard anything from the Ocala National Forest. Where we are, it's a valley. It gets cold here, man. It'll drop down to the teens in the wintertime here. We get snow flurries and ice and everything. So I wouldn't throw it past them. Anything could be anything will adapt. Look at the gators they found. They found gators frozen in ice. And they thawed out the ice, and the gators came right back to life, like they were just in.
It's stupid and weird all at the same time. But that line from Lake Placid that Oliver Platt said, how they survive in the winter, well, as long as their nostrils don't freeze. I mean, it's true.
Yeah, it is, because it does. It does. I've seen them. They were frozen in the ice. I mean, their nostrils were sticking out of the ice, and they just, the ice thawed out.
You think about animals, I mean, they can slow their heart rate down to where they can stay on the bottom of the, bottom of the lake.
A gator can stay underwater for a long time.
Yeah. And they can slow their metabolism down so far they don't have to worry about eating. If they get one good big meal before that, they could last weeks.
Yeah.
Well, then they get those little slides that they can go up. Like some of them have like dens.
Yeah, they
get
do.
it like a beaver den.
Yeah, under the bank. They have them on the banks, and then go up inside. They dig out the bank. A lot of them here in Florida. I know down south they do.
If gators are smart enough to do that, you think skunk ape would be as well?
Oh yeah. I mean, look.
Absolutely.
Nobody really realizes there are cave systems here in Florida. I don't know about South Florida.
Missouri's riddled with caves.
Right. Northern Florida, up over here by us, there's cave systems all over. The more north you go in Florida, the more cave systems that you'll get. So, I mean, even South Carolina, North Carolina, Missouri, Georgia, there's cave systems all over. So I wouldn't throw it past it. As far as skunk apes go down south, I guess they would have to contend with the elements. you know, and deal with it like you said and move.
They've also got to contend with gators that can get north of 10 feet long.
Yeah.
That would be a heck of a fight.
Yeah. So you got to. I mean, there's so much stuff down there. You know, you got pythons, gators, iguanas. They got all these crazy things running around in the swamps down there.
And the American crocodiles making a big time comeback too. And those,
Oh no, they're down. They're down there. They're in Key West.
And
you go down
those
to Key
things
West.
are super aggressive.
Super. They're big.
Yes, I was about to say. I watched it. I can't remember what the show was, but I watched one, and they were there was one that's like 16 or 15, 16 feet.
Yeah, they caught
that's
one.
A big croc.
They caught one. They actually killed one in West Palm Beach, out in the management area where I was hunting. They
you know what worries me? You know, there are people that were releasing Nile crocodiles, and Nile crocodiles are some of the biggest species of crocodilians. And along the Nile, they don't know how many people those things eat every year.
The only crocodile on that aggressive wise that's bigger than a Nile is a salty.
It makes you wonder. Do you think? And I'm no animal expert. It'd be nice if we had somebody that knew anything about this kind of stuff. But what if they could interbreed with the American crocodile?
I wouldn't think that it would be.
I wouldn't think it would be outside the realm of possibility.
Yeah, I mean, why would it? I mean, it's crocodiles. I mean, it's not like
hybrids tend to get big.
Yeah, it's not like it. Well, you think about a lion and a liger. I mean, that. So why would you think that a salty or a Nile could, wouldn't be able to mate with a American crocodile?
Exactly.
You're right. Like a male lion and a female tiger produces the liger, which is the biggest cat on the face of the planet.
Hey, D, I got a question for you. Sorry, Rob. Did you mute John by any chance? So I'm just asking.
No.
Okay. Because he can't. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna go see if he can get it on. I'll be right back.
No problem.
All right. Bye.
John Doe says crocodile species can interbreed. Now that's a terrifying thought. You get something with the size of a Nile crocodile with the aggressiveness of a American alligator, because those things get pretty nasty. I'd like to see the guys on Swamp People hauling one of them big bastards in the boat.
Yep. Mama says alligators are aggressive because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
Well, we just lost John. Well, look what happens when grizzly bears and polar bears interbreed.
Yep, Pizzlies.
That is one big, nasty animal.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if
and
I
that's
can get John.
That's the thing, hybrids are usually sterile, but they're usually hyper aggressive, and
usually sterile. What if they breed true?
Well, that's true.
Look at all the species of dogs we've got simply by controlling the breed.
Yeah.
Yep. Usually in the wild, they end up that way. But
John, can you say something? Can you hear?
John says you have him. John says you have him muted on your side because his mic is X'd out and he can't unmute it.
It's not on my end.
Not on mine either. Robbie did it.
Yeah. Yes, that's me.
Yeah,
hey,
it's not showing muted on my end.
Yeah, it's showing that he's on my end.
Try to jump back in. Go out and jump back in. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Can you hear me?
Tombstone says, used to see real big salties just chilling on the riverbank walking bridge. Ooh.
Yeah.
Australia. I think everything in Australia either wants to kill you or can kill you.
Yeah, like 7 of the world's deadliest or most venomous snakes live in Australia.
Yeah. Hey, John,
werewolf
jump out, John, and come back in because DA doesn't have you muted.
Yeah,
sorry,
man. On my end.
He's cursing.
Werewolf said shark gator.
It's like that movie. What is it? Sharks in Space?
Yeah.
Sharktopus.
Sharknado. Yeah, Sharknado.
Yeah, well, Sharknado too.
Yeah, they had
Pandora
I'm sorry.
BVV says those hybrids are often very jacked up in the emotional, psychological, and mental behavioral systems and are very unpredictable. Yeah, if we get saltwater crocodiles or Nile crocodiles crossbreeding with American crocodiles and it breeds true, that would be an all new, very, very dangerous species.
Well, I was watching a documentary on Cuba because they have crocodiles in Cuba, and they actually documented these crocodiles swimming across the ocean to the coast of Florida, and actually in Key West. And if you go down to Key West through the mangroves, there's signs posted. It says, "Watch out." It says, "Beware of American crocodiles." And I've seen one down there. Now, they caught one and killed one in West Palm Beach out in the Everglades.
A croc?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
How big was it?
I believe it was about a 15-footer.
That's a big croc.
Yeah, but
That
they're
is a big
wide.
crocodile.
Yeah, and they're wide. They actually have them. If you go to one of the nuclear plants over here in Florida at the hot water discharge area, you'll see a bunch of alligators, and they've spotted a couple of crocodiles hanging out with them in the water by the hot water discharge, and they believe they're the Cuban crocodiles because I guess it's the same species, but they don't get as big as the Nile crocs, like Robbie was saying. They do get big. The Nile crocs and the ones in Africa, I mean, hell, they got that one in Africa called Gustav. That's what, 27 foot, 30 foot long?
Somewhere close to 30 feet long.
Yeah, it's crazy big, and they can't get close to it. They got it on film. They made a movie
crocodile the size of a school bus coming in.
Yeah.
Cuban crocs, Anthony, they're listed as a medium size of the species.
Right.
Typical length is 2.1 to 2.3 meters. The typical weight is 70 to 80 kilograms. So,
yeah,
but they're really aggressive too, though.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. I mean, compared to the American alligator, I mean, alligators can be, very aggressive during mating season here in Florida. I know that. But when it comes to crocs, yeah, they take the cake, man. They do take the cake.
Lenny Perkins says, "Oh, how about a movie named Gator NATO?" Yeah, we would probably get sued. But there was a movie Annette and I watched here not too long ago. It was set in Australia. It was about and I think if I remember correctly, it was based on a true story.
Oh, about the tourist?
The tourist that went out on that boat and that giant rogue croc came after him.
Yeah, I seen it.
That thing was basically a modern Sarcosaurus.
Yeah, I seen it.
That's one where they ended up in the cave down there where it had that big underground cave.
Yeah, I can't remember what the name of that movie was, but it was damn good. Rogue.
Okay. It was called Rogue. Yeah, the one from Africa is called Primal.
Primal Fear, which is based on Gustav, but it's loosely based on it.
Yeah.
Because the lead scientist that did all the investigation about Gustav did not back that or support that movie at all because it was really fantasized. There's also another crocodile movie from Australia called Blackwater. Kind of the same. It's but it's more long.
Did you see William Nighthawk's comment?
I'm putting it up now. People running away with me. Yeah, that's true.
That's hilarious.
That's funny. But there's another one called Blackwater. It's another Australian stuck out in the middle of a billabong with a super aggressive croc after you. So
I gotta watch that. Was it on YouTube? Was it on Netflix?
It's on Netflix, I believe. Or last time I checked, it was. But I'm sure Netflix, Prime, Tubi, any of those are probably going to have it. But I think it's still on Netflix.
To watch that one. There's one that's set in, oddly enough, Florida during a hurricane called Crawl. That was really
about the alligators
good.
Yeah,
really good movie.
I think we've talked about the other Australian movie about the sharks bait, where they're trapped in the supermarket, and the great white shark.
That was pretty good.
Yeah,
well, they just recently re-released the original Jaws It's in theaters now in 3D, and Annette and I went and watched it with our son Nick. It was, to me, it held up really good. The original Jaws, especially in 3D, was still freaking awesome.
It's hard to top that movie when you talk about a creature movie
Yeah,
or
and
creature feature, whatever.
Look at the effects. The effects on that were freaking, and they still held up. That thing still looked real. And that was what, in the 70s?
75, I think.
But great movie.
The whole
even
thing,
after all this time, it held up well.
and what made that movie work so well was the fact that the prop kept breaking, and it held off and held off and held off until you didn't see the shark until the last third of the movie, and that's what made it work so good. Because all those shots that Spielberg wanted to get with the shark in it, he had to go back and reshoot and do other things because he couldn't get the shark to work. There's a I can't remember what the name of the documentary is, but it's talking about all the issues that they had and all the over budget things that they have. And Richard Dreyfuss is in there, and he said that all you would hear, they had radios all over the island. He said, and all you would hear constantly was, "The shark is not working." Say again, "The shark is not working." And he said, all of a sudden one day, he said, we were out there, and all you hear is, "The shark is working." Say again, "The shark is working." And he said everybody was just like, What? The shark's working. So they took off and tried to get all the shots they could get. I'm a Jaws fanatic. That's my favorite.
Oh, it was a great movie. And like I said, it held up so well.
Yeah, it has.
When we were sitting there watching that, when Quint's my favorite character in that movie. But when Quint was telling the story of the Indianapolis, my son Nick looked over at me and go, "Yeah, that really happened. That's a true story." He's like, "Oh my God."
What did I miss? What true story?
We were talking about the movie Jaws.
Oh yeah, that happened. Where was that? It was in Montauk, off of Long Island somewhere, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Amity Island.
Yeah.
Amity was the fictional town. They filmed most of it in Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it happened back in the 20s, right? 20s or 30s.
The event that it was based on.
Based on. Yeah, that's Matawan Creek was where the 2 or 3 people got killed in Matawan Creek.
Yeah,
and then
two sharks were swimming up the creek.
Yeah, and then 2 people got killed in the surf zone.
That was
a couple places in New Jersey, I think 10 miles apart. They did catch a young great white shark in a net and surf and found some human remains, but they don't think the great white it wasn't the one that was doing the killing inside the creek. But that's
they're opportunistic feeders too.
And that's
something floating that's going to eat it.
But that's what Jaws was based off of. And that's what that's where they get the line in the movie that Hooper was when he was talking to the mayor.
Right.
That's where that line came from.
Well,
Pandora, you're welcome. As soon as Nick cobbled this together, I knew we had to try to get something on the air.
And it was I know they got 2 attacks in the canal up in Jersey back in the 20s and 30s from a bull shark.
Yeah, that all that was in the same time frame within like a week. Matawan Creek, there was I think 3 people. There was one young boy that got killed, one that died later in the hospital, and then one of the guys that tried to save one of them, he got bit. He got messed up pretty bad, but I think he survived, if I'm remembering correctly. But
try unplugging his mic and plugging it back in.
Yeah, when it does that, when he plugs it in, it goes to mute and he can't unmute it. There's something up on his end.
I don't know what it is.
I haven't muted him. Right, like here, it doesn't say mute. He's got sound.
Yeah, it's not showing mute on mine either.
It's got to be his settings, because his settings are so janky on that computer. So, yeah, Dark Angel Medical. Yes, we forgot about that. Thank you. In fact, I'm going to put up the intro for Dark Angel Medical, his commercial.
Okay, go for it.
So give me a minute, people, and I will do that. Actually, There he is. Is he out now? He's back out. All right, where is he? Here he is. All right, here's the commercial for Doc.
Hey everybody, this is Kerry Pocket Doc Davis from Dark Angel Medical, and you are listening to DA Ex Machina with DA Roberts. You may recognize me or some of my products from Dark Angel Medical in some of the Apex Predator, Lakeview Man, and Wild Hunt books, and you can get those products at www.darkangelmedical.com, along with training classes on how to use those products and save a life. Shoot us an email at info@darkangelmedical.com and be the difference.
And if you make
Hey everybody, this is
Sorry.
all right, if you do order something from Dark Angel Medical, use the discount code Cryptid25 for 25% off your entire order.
Y'all, yeah. I went to go hit it, and it clicked back on again. Yeah, but I got everything here. I don't know. Robbie can't. I don't because Robbie's computer, but I got.
Yeah,
I mean,
I've got all the controls. It's just it's push or touchscreen or whatever. And
see, there's Robbie. There's the podcast, Spotify, all your stuff.
Yep.
That's Robbie's channel, and and then you got Noah's channel right there. And then you got Doc. What I don't have is the that one channel, DA, that you have, the Patreon.
It should be on there.
Oh, there it is. Wait, join Patreon community right here. I got it. I'm sorry. There it is. Sorry. There it is. There it is. I got it. Sorry, everybody. I'm trying to get used to all the good stuff here. So, yeah. We got 71 people in chat.
That's awesome.
For
For an
adding
impromptu
nothing.
show, that ain't bad.
Yeah,
for a
adding
thrown-
nothing.
yeah, not bad at all for a thrown together show.
Yeah, you ain't.
That we never really even had a topic for.
Yeah.
No,
But
we were
let's
just.
stick to it.
Man, we're just bullshitting. So, just
we
bullshitting.
That's usually the way we end up doing things mostly anyway.
Yeah, well, you know. Did you put new pictures up in the graphics?
Did I put what?
Some new stuff with Bigfoot pictures up?
Yeah, I put a few things in there.
Yeah, I see him here. Nice. You got one fighting a grizzly bear.
Yeah.
There it is. That's
That'd
pretty
be a heck
cool.
of a fight to watch.
That would be
Yeah.
something to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Then you got this one I've never seen before. One with the Indians. That's
Yeah,
cool as hell.
I think I got that one from William.
Did you? Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
nice
that's
one.
cool.
That's a cool
I like
picture.
that.
That's a cool picture. And you got you got Dog Man. That one.
The hyena version.
Yeah. Yeah, I just noticed that when you had him in there. I was like, damn. I didn't know that. So,
John's trying again. I'll try to get him in here.
yeah, he's got to put his headphones on. Oh, there he goes. What happened? There he is. I can't hear you.
Sorry,
He's
John.
getting that. Sorry. I got to mess with it because the last time we had a problem with it. Remember when we were on Restream? He wants to shoot himself now. Oh, but yeah. His computer is very, very touchy. Bye, Unc. He's saying goodbye. Bye.
He's gonna head over,
Yeah.
John.
Yeah, his computer's touchy when it comes to the settings. I don't know why. It is. They're just very, very sketchy.
I was gonna give him some crap about that American flag with the 76 on it. I was gonna say, hey, that was from back when you were in here.
He's probably still watching.
He's probably still watching. Love you, Uncle John.
Yeah, he's probably still watching. There's Miss Pandora. Ugh. There
Well,
you go.
I hope you do. I hope you do like the books. She says, "I love it here, DA. You all are awesome. I look forward to watching all your vids here. Might even read a book or 10.
Yeah,
That would be awesome.
27.
very, very
27
good.
so far.
Yeah. Oh, yep. He's
My
got what?
my goal is to try to get this Wild Hunt book done before Halloween to get it released for
That's
Halloween.
awesome.
That's the goal.
Which
May
one?
not make it.
Which
What I'm
one is
writing
that?
right now.
The Blood
It's
Moon?
Death and Dyatlov Pass.
Oh, yeah. One. Okay, the one that me and Robbie are in.
Mhm.
Yep. I gotcha.
That's the one I'm working on right now. I also want to probably right on its heels try to finish up the first fantasy book, and
Okay.
and then I have to look at the list and see which one I want to do next. I might do a contest on the Patreon, let them vote for which project they want me to do next.
That's not bad. Not
'Cause
bad.
I've got so many books that I could do next. So like throwing a dartboard, throwing a dart at a dartboard with a bunch of names on it to see which one I do afterward.
That is not bad idea. Have you heard from Jesus at all?
Not recently. I need to shoot him a message. Haven't talked to him in a bit.
Here's a good one from Pink Dahlia, which I don't even know. How much is Patreon, DA?
There's multiple levels. There's like a $5 level, a $10 level, and it just goes up from there.
Yeah,
But
Miss May.
yeah, there are multiple levels of the Patreon. Yeah, that is my goal, is to try to get it out by Halloween. Not sure if I'll make it, but I will do my best.
Yeah, y'all gonna like this one. It's really good.
What?
What's that?
The new one. I was
Oh,
saying
the
y'all
book.
was in.
Oh, the book.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking to us. I'm like, wait a
I
minute.
thought you were going to throw something out at us. Like what? Let's see.
Those that are on the Patreon can read the prologue for this book, for the one that I'm writing right now. It's already up.
Yeah, she's got it up there. Yeah, Miss. Hell, I'm not even part of the Patreon. I haven't even joined it yet.
You don't have to, brother.
I know. I'm just saying, I haven't even joined it. I know Robbie spent a ton of money on Patreon on you. I know that. Jeez. And he joined. He got the gold package.
I'm a channel member.
That's right. Yeah. I know that. I know.
Pandora says, I loved Cam's narration of Wild Hunt. I binged it in one day, baby. Woohoo. I think he's going to release the next one in the series, Curse of the Wendigo. I think he's going to have that probably out this month.
Here's William. He's got a problem. Did you ever put William in one of your books yet, or no?
He's actually going to be in this one.
Okay.
I wanted to make sure he was okay with it before I did. Well, you haven't read it yet, have you, Anthony?
No, I'm gonna wait because I like listening to him. And no, Robbie, enough. Don't say it. I'm gonna wait, as I know I can see the smirk on his face.
I need to send the.
Say something.
I need to send the alpha readers my what I've most recently got done. There's quite a bit more.
Yep.
I think you sent it to me
Yeah,
and John and Robbie already. Didn't you send me some or no?
I think I did.
Yeah. I think I tried. I did read the first half of it. That's right. I did read it that night. I know John read it. Robbie read it because Robbie texted me. He goes, "Did you see that?" And I haven't even read it yet. I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like, what do you mean? Who? What? He goes, "Didn't you read it?" I'm like, "No, I haven't read it yet. I haven't even got into it yet." I know John read it all. You put a book in front of John, he'll read it in 30 minutes. He's done.
Dang. I need to look and see what I've already sent John and send him some more.
He reads like a madman. I'll walk out there and he's just like this on the computer, flipping through the pages, reading it. Yeah, he's a speed reader.
Dang.
Dahlia, yes, my channel is still active. I've got, we just finished recording 2 shows Tuesday night, and I'm just waiting on the Taylor's boyfriend to get everything edited so we can put those up. So, yes, my channel is still active.
That's Robbie's channel right there. If anybody wants to go to it. So
William
Taylor got the
Nighthawk says,
artwork done today for the thumbnails for both of them. I'm just waiting on Tyler to get the edits done because we did it at a different place this time, so we didn't have our normal setup.
Right.
So Tyler's having to do some extra work on it for us.
Plus, the hurricane put a kibosh on a lot of stuff too. So.
Yeah.
Nighthawk says, DA got to help me write my book, Paranormal Warrior. I'd be happy to, man.
Yeah, that would be nice. That'd be cool.
Marvel 5674 says, don't you have one of them picture books for Anthony? And we got him a coloring. We got him a coloring book, but he ate the crayons.
I want the pop up. I want the pop up ones when we were as a kid. You know, the one with the pop up figures, and that'd be a good one. That's not a bad idea. Thanks, Werewolf.
Velcro Halo says, what's wrong with DA's regular computer? It died. I am using a janked out laptop just to get online, but my computer is dead.
Yeah,
I think the only thing that survived the big crash was the solid state hard drive. So I should, in theory, have all my files.
Yeah, we don't get. I mean, we don't ask. Like a DA will tell you, we don't ask for donations or anything like that. We don't do none of that. Anything that we have is either you buy or given. And my computer was given to me by one of our guests in the show, which I can't thank him enough.
It's a badass computer.
Yeah, I can't thank him enough. It was Hooter. I can't thank him enough, man. And I was on a laptop. So DA will have his up and running by next week. He'll have a brand new setup going.
Yeah, it's coming together.
Everything's all worked out, people. So don't worry about it. He'll have a good setup going on it. So yeah, but yeah, we don't ask for money or anything like that.
Mark Napier says at least it died a heroic death. I don't know about that. I think it just straight up just died.
Yeah.
Considering the number of books I've written on that thing, I probably wore it out.
Lene asked you a question.
Actually, my back's feeling pretty good. I changed pain management doctors, and this new doctor that I've got has changed up my medication and doing some stuff a little more aggressively, and I've actually felt pretty normal the last few weeks, which is really kind of astounding for me. It's not like gone completely, but it's at a point where I'm first time in 3 years I'm walking without the cane.
Really?
Yeah.
What did they do differently?
They upped it. They changed the meds and upped it.
Huh.
And
we have a wolf in the show. There's a wolf right there.
There we go.
We have a 65-pound lap dog's what we have.
Yeah, I know. My two are on. Boss is laying on the bed sleeping. He can't be bothered tonight. Usually right underneath me. But yeah. Yep, we got all that.
It's big in that way.
Yeah, I guess changing the doctors helped a lot. Hooter, I can't thank you enough, man. Thank you again, brother. That you saved
I watched the videos, DA. You looked like you felt a lot better out there when you was out there talking.
Yeah, it's been much more comfortable.
Oh, that's not bad. Was that before you went? So that must have been right before you went to the show, right?
Yeah, that was. She changed them 2 days before I went to the show, and those new meds were just kicking in, and I was up walking without the cane and.
Right. So it made a difference. That's good.
DA, my son Dylan came to ask me why DA doesn't have any arms. LOL. I said he better have. He's an author. Yeah, I was just sitting with my arms behind my back, kind of like seated parade rest.
And he's got his Bigfoot shirt on. That's for sure.
I got arms.
I got to get me one of those. We got to get a couple of those.
I just got them off of Amazon. In fact, I got one set over here in plastic I haven't even opened yet.
Well, that's right, because you ordered them. What would you said you ordered them, what, too many by accident or an extra one by accident?
I ordered one too many by accident. And this one is a duplicate of one I already got. And I didn't figure I would wear it with... I figured I'd just leave this one in the box until the other one wore out because there's no point in having two identical. Trying to get John in.
William's got to go. Good night, William.
Hi,
Hi,
William.
William.
Feel better, man. There's
Uncle
John
John.
again. John's trying to make an attempt again.
There we go, John. Good luck, man.
You're still muted. I don't know why. What's going on with you? I got to check his computer again. It's his settings on that thing. That thing is so hanky. He's laughing, and he still has that cough, man, from that shot. I don't care what anybody says. That shot that he got from the VA, it screwed him up for that. And I hate to get into it. I'm not going to get into it, but it messed him up pretty bad.
Velcro Halo says DA got a new computer coming in. Yeah, we've got it worked out. I mean,
Yeah, we got it worked out.
We got it worked out. So maybe, knock on wood, maybe by next Saturday the new system will be up and running.
Yeah. I don't know. What is that? Great news, DA? What?
Now you can get me a referral and an appointment. I'm from Ohio, Toledo, so it'll take me a minute to get there. Yeah, the places here in town called Elite Pain Management, and the doctor is just awesome.
Yeah, well, we don't have that good of luck here in Florida with pain management. Trust me. Everybody's, because they had, I guess Florida's the big capital of the pill mills. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like having meds thrown at it. We're looking at other options coming very soon, hopefully.
Yeah, it's a big thing down here. Robbie, here you go. English, short hair. No, I don't think it is. It's a pit bull.
Boxer pit. Yeah, he's a boxer pit mix.
Yeah. Yeah, we all have pit bull. My male's a pit bull. DA's is a pit bull. Robbie's is a mixed pit bull. Yeah, they get a bad rap. I hate to say it, but they do.
Harley's just a big teddy bear.
Oh, yeah. This big goofball right here on my lap. The only way he hurts you is because he takes part of his name literally. He thinks he's Mike Tyson. He wants to pop you in the face with his boxing gloves.
Well, that's why mine's named Boss. He's got to be right on top of you and bosses his way through everything. So, yeah, it's pit bulls they get a bad rap. I hate to say
Harley was a rescue. That was his name when we got him. We got him and he was like 6 months old.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a good little dog.
It's the same with Boss. I got him as a puppy as a rescue. He's been great, man. All my pit bulls are great. He looks like an American Staffordshire, though, Robbie. He looks more like a pit than he does boxer.
Okay, yeah, get your head. There you go. You happy
That's
now?
what he looks like.
It was like right in front of your face, Robbie. It was like your voice coming out of the dog.
Yeah.
Hey,
he looks just like he looks like Boss. Looks like my pit. Like my pit's a Staffordshire. So he looks just like it.
He has separation anxiety.
I think Dolly said she had a pit mastiff. That would be a big dog.
Oh yeah, my grandfather had 2 Italian mastiffs. Let me tell you, you talk about horses. Yeah,
I had an English mastiff and a bull mastiff. I love mastiffs. Great.
Those things are Well, I showed you those Presa Canaras, right?
Those things are what hit me in the face most of the time.
Yeah, he's not a small dog, Robbie.
No, he's not. But he thinks he is. He's 65 pounds, and you see what I have to deal with.
Right. Big dogs think they're little dogs, and little dogs think they're big dogs.
Yep.
I have the same thing, Lene. I have a female pit Dalmatian mix, and she was a rescue, and she's here right now with me. She's actually sleeping. She's got the colors of a Dalmatian and the head and the body of a pit.
Harley's a brindle.
Yeah, that's what. Boss is all black. He's almost a solid black brown, almost mixed. He's solid.
He's brindle and white. He's got that little bit of white around his neck right here, and then a little bit on his chest, but the rest of him's brindle.
Yeah, he's got that boxer colors. That's where he gets his color from. Yeah. Yeah, you got Pink Dahlia, Robbie. Oh, she says, "Sweet baby." Oh, he's looking at the camera.
You got everybody fooled, don't you?
Yeah.
Only because he's tired.
We got 66 people in. Okay.
Not too bad.
Well, we're on an hour and 39 minutes, guys. What do you want to do?
Well, we can start wrapping it up. It's not like we had a land in the first place. Here's a. It'll finish loading. Here we go. There's my little brat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here he is.
Master of his domain.
Yeah. That's what mine does. The same thing. I don't get any rest with him. That's for sure.
Well, I appreciate everybody joining us tonight. I know this was just a surprise. Holy crap. We can actually get on the air.
Yeah.
I don't have all of my files accessible from my laptop. One of the things I'm wanting to get is I'm planning to buy a 2 terabyte external hard drive and back up all my files onto that external. So should I lose a computer again in the near future, I still have access to all my writing and all my files.
Mhm.
Thankfully, knock on wood, we didn't lose the hard drive.
Oh yeah.
All of my writing is backed up on my cloud server, so I wouldn't have lost the writing anyway. But I could have lost a lot of promotional stuff.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
Yeah, we'd have lost a lot of stuff. A lot of the recordings of the shows too.
Really?
We are working on trying to get those over on the podcast network, the ones we've been downloading. Now, if I'd have lost the hard drive, I'd have lost all of that. So we're trying to get the shows over on the podcast network because that'll get us into a bigger audience. We're at almost 3,300 people subs on the channel now, just very close to 3,300, and we just broke 3,000 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Right.
So we are just shy of 3,300. One of the reasons I wanted to, as soon as Nick got this available, I wanted to get a show out was because if you miss too much time frame, you start dropping out of the YouTube algorithms and they stop promoting your show. So I wanted to get something out. Anthony had mentioned earlier about possibly him and Robbie going live and seeing if I could join them on the phone. And I was like, I don't know if I could even get in on the phone. But then Nick came up with this crazy idea. I'm like, let's just do it. Let's rock it and see what happens. So Robbie, Anthony, thank you guys for dropping last minute plans or whatever you guys were doing. It was a good time, even though we really didn't talk about much of anything. Just kind of a surprise show with us to hang out with y'all. Appreciate all you guys doing that. Appreciate you guys spending some time with us. Whether we have the new computer back or if I'm still doing the cobbled together laptop, we will have a show on Wednesday night. I'll have something up about it on Wednesday. Probably going to have the gals from over at Blondes and Booze podcast over and see how that goes because they want to talk about everything that happened up at the ranch and on the ghost hunt. And so probably going to have them on. I'll talk to them and see if they're still up for it. But yeah, just much love and appreciation to everybody sticking with us through this. It was kind of unexpected that my computer decided to take the big one, but we knew it was coming. I mean, I've been warning people for a while that I thought the graphics card was going, and it turned out it was a lot more than that. And it wasn't like it was a new computer. It was cobbled. We called it Frankencomputer because it was cobbled together from parts from so many other systems, and it ran really probably longer than I could have really expected it to. But it ran for quite a while. It was a workhorse, too. I wrote on it constantly, and that's what I streamed from. So this new system we're building is going to have all new parts and a much better graphics card, and it's going to have the chug to handle everything I'm going to put it through. And look for stuff that's not just show related from us in the near future. Anthony and I have been wanting to do a documentary for a while.
Now we'll be able to.
Yeah, now we'll be able to. Now we're going to try to film in some more remote locations.
Well, now we got Robbie. Robbie got the camera too, so whatever he gets,
big thanks to the moderators. Yeah, we're going to be able to go out and film. And I'm walking better. I mean, I'm walking without a cane, so I'm going to be able to get to some places, and hopefully we can get Doc involved and and we get some stuff done. But
I'll
again,
be
thank you
able-
guys for jumping in. What's that, Anthony?
I'll be able to get up by Robbie now since I'm getting the new vehicle. I'll get up there by Robbie and do some video shooting with him and hanging out and maybe going out with them, him and Norm. And then me and Robbie had an idea of jumping in the truck and coming up by you
That would be
for
cool.
about a weekend, just to get up there and, you know,
We're talking about a week because if we do it on my short
Right.
week, I've only got to take a Wednesday and Thursday
Right.
off, and that'll give us a whole week.
That
Yeah,
is
we'll
a
go up
good
there.
advantage of that rotating schedule.
and
Yep.
we'll come up there and do some video shooting too with
Heck
DA and Robbie, and maybe have Doc drive in or something. We'll get everybody together.
That
And
would
then
be freaking awesome.
Maybe hang out with the girls from Blonde,
Yeah.
and Booze also.
Heck yeah.
We'll do that. But yeah, that's a good idea. Me and Robbie were talking about. We're going to surprise you. Try to get
That's-
everything.
That is awesome, guys. Well, again, folks, thank you guys for joining us. This was not anything planned. As soon as Nick got this thing cobbled together, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try to throw a show together just to keep stuff moving. And I texted Robbie and Anthony. I'm like, hey, you guys want to do this? And Anthony's like, oh yeah, let's do it. So,
Yeah. I don't know. Where's Pitalia at? She wants to. Where are we meeting, guys?
well, we figured out. We'll let you know.
Yeah. I don't know where she's at.
Yep.
I think she's in, I want to say Michigan or Wisconsin. I can't remember which.
Okay.
Not too far.
All right. There you go.
Well, folks, again, thank you guys for joining us. I hope you guys, Meg, you are awesome. Right there, back at you. You are so awesome.
Yep.
Appreciate everybody that's been such a big supporter of the show. Thank you guys for sticking with us through the computer crash of 2022. And hopefully everything will be back up and running very soon. And I won't have to do the kit bash laptop routine again. But again, thank you guys so much. We will see you guys on Wednesday night, and I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Don't forget to keep the people in the path of that hurricane in your prayers. A lot of damage, a lot of folks lost everything, quite a few lives lost. So keep those folks in your prayers. Donate if you want to donate to the relief. You can donate to the American Red Cross.
Yeah, go, and they have the governor's wife has a donation site up for, and it goes directly to the people that went through that hurricane. There's no red tape. Doesn't go through government hands. It actually she has a big thing. They already raised $2 million in 2 days. So if anybody wants to donate, look it up. It's to Governor DeSantis of Florida. It's through his wife, and the money will be dispersed.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. So yeah, definitely if you can reach out to that, donate to that, because the charity is going to a good place. Again, thank you guys so much for being with us. Keep those folks that have been affected by these hurricanes, these tropical storms. Make sure you guys keep them in your prayers. And again, we will see you guys on Wednesday night. Appreciate each and every one of you. Anthony, Robbie, love you guys.
Good night,
Too bad
everyone.
Doc couldn't be with us, but hopefully he will on Wednesday night. So y'all be safe, and we will see you guys on the next one on Wednesday night. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
See ya.
Thank you for joining us. Catch us again Wednesdays and Saturdays on DAX Machina. A special thanks to all our channel members and Patreon supporters. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe.